Hey, what's up, guys? Back again with another vlog. It is 11:42 p.m. right now, and I am a moron. Repeat it with me. Moron. Moron. Um, turns so I'm a big dum dum basically, and I just checked the timeline for one of my courses, right? And turns out that you're supposed to do a discussion post every week. And didn't I didn't do the first two discussion posts for the past 2 weeks. Oopsies. Um because when I put in like in my own document every single due date. So on my document it just said discussion posts due May 23rd. So I was like, okay, well, it's due May 23rd. I look at it and it's on a week by week basis, but they're all compiled under one discussion post because it's under one unit, which is so stupid. It is so dumb. Like, it says that the discussion posts for Unit 1 are due May 23rd, when in reality, they're due every week. So, my bad, I didn't reply to the first 2 weeks. I should have checked the course and been more specific, but now I know. So, there's that. So, I'll just contribute a lot to the one discussion post that is left for this week, to catch up, because they said that, like, if you don't contribute a lot to one, then you can make up for it by contributing a lot to another. So I'll just make up for that by just contributing a lot to the one that is available this week. And fortunately, this week's discussion post is for a single book, and it's for this class that I'm taking. I've already taken before in the past, but I failed it, so I'm retaking it during the summer. And so I'm already familiar with this book a little, but I didn't actually read it the first time when I did fail the course. So it's probably why I failed. Um, so I have to actually read this book. I have the week to do it, and I have an essay due this week as well. And for the essay, it's 1,000 words, and thank fuck, one of the discussion, like one of the options, is about this book. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spend all day tomorrow reading the book. Hopefully, all like as soon as I get back from work, I'm just gonna spend the entire day just reading it. It's like 100 something pages. I'll just read and read and read until I read through it all, so that I'm familiar with it. And then I'll do discussion posts. I'll do my own, do some replies, and then the essay. It's 1,000 words, and I'll do it obviously about the book that I'll read. So all of this is the discussion posts and the essay are due on Friday, right? And then today's Monday, so I didn't do anything today on Monday. My bad. Yeah, I actually didn't do anything today. I made some pierogies because my parents were gardening a lot today, so I made some pierogies, I guess. Um, that are just like frozen, so not much effort there. And I didn't really do anything else today other than play Overwatch. So yeah, so I'll have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then it's due on Friday at 5 p.m. Why 5 p.m., Dr. May? Why 5 p.m.? Like, F you. Why not just make it midnight? You know what I mean? Why does it have to be due at 5 p.m.? So, anyways, I'll spend all day tomorrow after work reading. Wednesday, hopefully, I'll have finished majority of the book, if not the whole book. And then I'll spend Wednesday doing the discussion post, and then doing some replies. And then hopefully I'll have that won't take too long, and then I'll have some time on that day to work on my essay a bit. Thursday, just full on essay, and then Friday, I have to submit it because, oh man, that sucks, because I work 11 to 4 this week, right? So by the time I get back from work, like I won't have any time on Friday to work on the essay unless I choose to not come in. So technically, I only have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday if I don't want to incur any late penalties. So I should have done work today. I'm such a moron. 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 This is me, moron. I didn't do any work today. Instead, I just sat around and did literally nothing, just playing games and watching YouTube like a dummy, idiot, moron. Anyways, I'm gonna stop dogging on myself. I need to get to work, y'all. I need to get to work. I need to do work. Why am I procrastinating like this? SMH my head. SMH my head. Anyways, I have a lot of work to do. Will I realistically be able to read this 148-page book in a couple hours? If I was really invested in it, maybe, because that's what I did with this other book that I read like a couple months ago, Death in Trilliums or something. I forgot what the full title was. Death in Red Trilliums, I think, is what it's called. And I was able to read that book basically start to finish in like 8 hours. And that was like a 200 plus page book. But here's the thing. The book that I'm going to be reading for my class is not going to be nearly as easy to read because it's published in 1912. So like obviously books that are like not contemporary are going to be, in my opinion, harder to read and arguably less interesting. And then I have to write a freaking essay about it. Essay's not that bad. Like I'm not like too worried about the 1,000 word essay. Like I think I could get that done. But the problem is I need to read the book first. Like that's the hardest thing for me, honestly. Like the lack of information. I just need the info and then I can do what I need to do. But in order to get that info, I have to actually read. So I'll probably just spend a lot of time reading. I'll try to read it as fast as possible, skim through. Do I realistically need to read the whole thing? It would probably be best. Yeah, definitely. But I could probably skim through the parts that I'm already kind of familiar with. You know what I mean? So I'm not like too in a rush. Like I've read parts of this book already. So I'm like, I already kind of know a little bit about what it's about, but obviously I've forgotten a lot because it's been a year. So at least I know now, right? At least I know how things are done now. So that way I can be more prepared. I definitely need to change my deadlines list because it is inaccurate with the discussion post due dates. I did not know that they were due every week. I thought they were due every 3 weeks. My bad. Which makes sense. Like obviously, it's also my fault for not checking the course timeline every day and every week. You know, I should prioritize my studies first rather than freaking Overwatch and YouTube. But that's just me being an moron. Moron. Anyways, I gotta lock in tomorrow. So I'm gonna go to bed and hopefully lock in. And if need be, I'll cancel my shift on Friday if I really need the time. So yeah, that's about it for today's vlog. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. See ya.